July 1st. 1 Chronicles 26:1 through 1 Chronicles 27:34. Concerning the divisions of the gatekeepers of the Korahites, Meshelemiah, the son of Kor, of the sons of Asaph, and the sons of Meshelemiah were Zechariah the firstborn, Jediel the secondborn, Jebediah the third, Jothniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Jehoiahanah the sixth, Eli the seventh. Moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom were Shemaiah the firstborn, Jehozabad the second, Joah the third, Sakkar the fourth, Nethanel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, Peuthah the eighth, for God bless them. Also to Shemaiah his son were sons born who governed their father's houses, because they were men of great ability. The sons of Shemaiah were Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Elizabad, whose brothers Elihu and Semachiah were able men. All these were the sons of Obed-Edom. They and their sons and their brethren, able men with strength for the work, 62 of Obed-Edom. And Meshelemiah had sons and brethren, 18 able men. Also, Hosea of the children of Merari had sons, Shimri the first, for though he was not the firstborn, his father made him the first, Hilkiah the second, Tobiah the third, Zechariah the fourth, all the sons and brethren of Hosea were 13. Among these were the divisions of the gatekeepers, among the chief men, having duties just like their brethren, to serve in the house of the Lord. And they cast lots for each gate, the small as well as the great, according to their father's house. The lot for the east gate fell to Shelemiah. Then they cast lots for his son, Zechariah, a wise counselor, and his lot came out for the north gate, to Obed-Edom the south gate, and to his sons the storehouse, to Shupam and Hosea the lot came out for the west gate, with the Shalacheth gate on the ascending highway. Watchman opposite watchman. On the east were 6 Levites. On the north, 4 each day. On the south, 4 each day. And for the storehouse, 2 by 2. As for the par bar on the west, there were 4 on the highway and 2 at the par bar. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers among the sons of Korah and among the sons of Merari. Of the Levites, Ahijah was over the treasuries of the house of God and over the treasuries of the dedicated things. The sons of Ladan, the descendants of the Gershonites of Ladan, heads of their fathers' houses of Ladan, the Gershonites, of Ladan, the Gershonite, Jehili, the sons of Jehili, Jetham, and Joel, his brother, were over the treasuries of the house of the Lord. Of the Amramites, the Izharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites, Shebuel, the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was overseer of the treasuries, and his brethren by Eleazar were Rehabiah, his son, Jeshiah, his son, Joram, his son, Zikri, his son, and Shelomith, his son. This Shelomith and his brethren were over all the treasuries of the dedicated things which King David and the heads of his father's houses, the captains over thousands and hundreds, and the captains over the army had dedicated. Some of the spoils won in battles, and the dedicated... Oh my gosh, I can't see, I'm sorry. Had dedicated some of the spoils won in battles. They dedicated to maintain the house of the Lord. And all that Samuel, the seer, Saul, the son of Kish, Abner, the son of Ner, and Joab, the son of Zeruiah, had dedicated. Every dedicated thing was under the hand of Shelomith and his brethren. Of the Izharites, Chaniah and his sons performed duties as officials and judges over Israel outside Jerusalem. Of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brethren, 1,700 able men, had the oversight of Israel on the west side of the Jordan for all business of the Lord, and in the service of the king. Among the Hebronites, Jerijah was head of the Hebronites, according to his genealogy of the fathers, in the 40th year of the reign of David. They were sought, and they were found among them capable men at Jazer of Gilead. And his brethren were 2,700 able men, heads of fathers' houses, whom King David made officials over the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, for every matter pertaining to God and the affairs of the king. And the children of Israel, according to their number, the heads of the fathers' houses, the captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers, served the king in every matter of the military divisions. These divisions came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year, each division having 24,000. Over the first division for the first month was Jashobeam, the son of Zabadiel, and in his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, and the chief of all the captains of the army for the first month. Over the division of the second month was Dodiah and Ahoahite, and of his division was Mikloth. Also was the leader. In his division were 24,000. The third captain of the army for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the priest, who was chief. In his division were 24,000. This was the Benaiah who was mighty among the 30, and was over the 30. In his division was Amizabad, his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel, the brother of Joab, and Zebadiah, his son, after him. In his division were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamhuth, the Israelite. In his division were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira, the son of Ikesh, the Tekoite. In his division were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helez, the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai, the Hushathite, of the Zarites. In his division were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer, the Anathothite, of the Benjamites. In his division were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharah, the Netophathite, of the Zarhites. In his division were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah, the Pirathonite of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldaiah, the Netophathite of Othniel. In his division were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the officer over the Reubenites was Eleazar, the son of Zikri. Over the Simeonites, Shephatiah, the son of Micah. Over the Levites, Hashabiah, the son of Kemuel. Over the Aaronites, Zadok. Over Judah, Elihu, one of David's brothers. Over Issachar, Omri, the son of Michael. Over Zebulun, Ishmaiah, the son of Obadiah. Over Naphtali, Jerimoth, the son of Azriel. Over the children of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Azaziah. Over the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel, the son of Pedadiah. Over the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo, the son of Zechariah. Over Benjamin, Jasiel, the son of Abner. Over Dan, Azriel, the son of Jeroham. These were the leaders of the tribes of Israel. But David did not take the number of those 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would multiply Israel like the stars of the heavens. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began a census, but did not finish, for wrath came upon Israel because of this census. Nor was the number recorded in the account of the Chronicles of King David. And Asmaveth, the son of Adiel, was over the king's treasuries. And Jehonathan, the son of Uzziah, was over the storehouses in the field, in the cities, in the villages, and in the fortresses. Ezri, the son of Chelub, was over those who did the work in the field for tilling the ground. And Shimei, the Remathite, was over the vineyards. And Zabdi, the Shiphmite, was over the produce of the vineyards for the supply of wine. Baal-Hanan, the Gederite, was over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lowlands. And Joash was over the store of oil. And Shitrai, the Sharonite, was over the herds that fed in Sharon. And Shaphat, the son of Adlai was over the herds that was in the valleys. Abiel, the Ishmaelite, was over the camels. Jediah, the Meronothite, was over the donkeys, and Jaziz, the Hagarite, was over the flocks. All these were the officials over King David's property. Also, Jehonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man, and a scribe. And Jeiel's the son of a Hakmonite was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counselor, and Hushai the Archite was the king's companion. After Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, then Abiathar, and the general of the king's army was Joab. I know that was rough, y'all. I am so sorry. I still haven't slept. The air went out in the house, and it has been most miserable, and I still so sorry. I apologize. Alright, we'll get back on track tomorrow. I feel quite sure of it. Psalm 78, 56 through 66. Yet they tested and provoked the Most High God, and did not keep his testimonies, but turned back and acted unfaithfully like their fathers. They were turned aside like a deceitful bow, for they provoked him to anger with their high places, and moved him to jealousy with their carved images. When God heard this, he was furious, and greatly abhorred Israel, so that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent he had placed among them, and delivered his strength into captivity, and his glory into the enemy's hand. He also gave his people over to the sword, and was furious with his inheritance. The fire consumed their young men, and their maidens were not given in marriage. Their priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. Then the Lord awoke as from sleep, like a mighty man who shouts because of wine, and he beat back his enemies. He put them to a perpetual reproach. Proverbs 20:4 and 5. The lazy man will not plow because of winter. He will beg during harvest and have nothing. Counsel in the heart of man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out. Acts 10:1-23. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of what was called the Italian regiment, a devout man, and one who feared God with all his household, who gave alms generously to the people and prayed to God always. About the ninth hour of the day, he saw clearly in a vision an angel of God coming in and saying to him, Cornelius. And when he observed him, he was afraid and said, What is it, Lord? So he said to him, Your prayers and your alms has come up for a memorial before God. Now send men to Joppa, and send for Simon, whose surname is Peter. He is lodging with Simon, a tanner, whose house is by the sea. He will tell you what you must do. And when the angel who spoke to him had departed, Cornelius called 2 of his household servants and a devout soldier from among those who waited on him continually. So when he had explained all those things to them, he sent them to Joppa. The next day, as they went on their journey and drew near to the city, Peter went up on the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. Then he became very hungry and wanted to eat. But while they made ready, he fell into a trance and saw heaven opened and an object like a great sheet bound at the 4 corners descending to him and let down to the earth. In it were all kinds of 4-footed animals of the earth, wild beasts, creeping things, and birds of the air. And a voice came into him, Rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, Not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything common or unclean. And a voice spoke to him again, the second time, What God has cleaned, you must not call common. This was done 3 times, and the object was taken up into heaven again. Now while Peter wondered within himself what this vision which he had seen meant, behold, the men who had been sent from Cornelius had made inquiry for Simon's house and stood before the gate. And they called and asked whether Simon, whose surname was Peter, was lodging there. While Peter thought about the vision, the Spirit said to him, Behold, 3 men are seeking you. Arise, therefore, go down and go with them, doubting nothing, for I have sent them. Then Peter went down to the men who had been sent to him from Cornelius and said, Yes, I am he whom you seek. For what reason have you come? And they said, Cornelius, the centurion, a just man, one who fears God, and has a good reputation among all the nation of the Jews, was divinely instructed by a holy angel to summon you to his house and to hear words from you. Then he invited them in and lodged them. On the next day, Peter went away with them, and some brethren from Joppa accompanied him. Praise the Lord. Again, thank you for bearing with me. If you stuck with me, you are a trooper. I love you guys so, so, so very much. I pray that you all have a blessed night. You get some rest. I pray you stay encouraged in the Lord. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope I see you in the air before then. If not, I'll meet you back here tomorrow.